Hello, welcome back to Hollowponds Solo Sagas. As you can see, I'm wearing a hoodie. Thus, the seasons may be changing. It's getting cold in Sydney, which means I've nearly been doing this for a year. That's quite interesting, isn't it? So, welcome to Dragonbane. This will be our 10th episode of Dragonbane, following the quests of Quackbane in Deepfall Breach. So where did we leave Quackbane? We left Quackbane and Gorham and their new companion Eartha Kit, just having crossed a bridge and having to deal with a bunch of cultists. There was all magma all over the place, and we basically the threat hit number 6, so that's when that is a 6. The threat eventuates, which was a magma burst, which means we have to do several things this session. First thing we have to do is one of them, we have to roll a new threat, which will take us through the rest of this quest on Deepfall Bridge. But also, we need to take a rest, talking about rest, because we're all very battered, particularly Gorham and Quackbane. Eartha, up the back, bow and arrow, she's fine. But I looked up some of the things that we got. So at the end of last session, we rolled for 2 treasures. We got a bedroll and pipe and paraphernalia. Now, looking in the core book, I can't find a bedroll, but what I did find is I found sleeping furs and I found blankets. Now, sleeping furs are required to avoid a bane on bushcraft rolls. That's just sleeping furs. Maybe like a bedroll, which is like furs and a bedroll and everything. I'm going to say that will give us a boon on bushcraft for camping. So, what do you think? I couldn't find it. If you know what a bedroll does, please put it down in the comments below. Otherwise, I'm going to count it as a boon for bushcraft when we're camping. Now, there's also a pipe and paraphernalia. A pipe and paraphernalia might give us some sort of advantage for resting. Maybe like, I don't know. So I can't find it in here, but we could do a pipe and paraphernalia. Could just be we flog it and then we get 2 silver pieces. Or how about because we've got a pipe, it's a nice relaxing rest that we'd have in between. So we can do, we'll do a double high wheel points back. Now, how that works, a double high, that's stolen from the Walking Dead universal role-playing game. That's where you'd roll 2d6 and you take the highest of the 2. So that would be a 3 instead of a 1, or a 2. Anyway, you get the idea. So I think I'm going to do that for those ones. Next, we're going to have Quackbane and Gorham are going to take a rest. They're going to all get together with Eartha. They're going to have a bit of something to eat, take a bit of a rest, and be able to heal back up. Now, we will have in resting, what's healing? Healing is intelligence, which Quackbane is all right. So we're going to do a stretch rest, so like a 10-minute rest where we sit around. Quackbane is going to attempt to heal Gorham. He's got a healing of 10. 7, success, which means Gorham gets 2 d6 back. 4 points, that's atrocious, but it does use up a bandage. Where's our Gorham? Gorham was on 1 hit point, which means that 2 back, which 4, so he's on 5 hit points now. Gorham is gone up and down on hit points. He's now on 5 hit points, I think. Earth is fine. Quackbane he's only taken 2 hit points. So he will do, he'll do a healing roll on himself. 13, he always fails his own healing rolls. He takes 4 hit points, so he goes on full, which uses up 2 more bandages, meaning he's only got 6 bandages left. And he gets, he smokes his pipe. Bubbles come out. And he'll get 6 will points back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Meaning he's used 8 and has 6 left. All right. 6, so that's all done. So next what we need to do, before we move on, we need to work out what the new threat is. And for that, I think I will use, if I can find it, it was around here somewhere, here it is. I'm going to use Philip Reed's additional threats. Because hopefully there is something in here. Deep fall breach threats, page 9. All right, deep fall, so we roll a d6 and let's see what our new threat is. 4. Streams of lava flow through the crevices and cracks of the underlands, bubbling and popping as you make your way through the deep fall bridge. The air wavers and shimmers in front of you as the intense heat of the lava changes your perception of the world around you. When the threat triggers, a splash of lava leaps from the flow and splashes near your feet. Make an agility roll with a Bane. If you fail, you suffer 3d6 points of damage and then the lava splatters you. So that's along the same lines. Okay, so we rolled a 4, which is streams of lava. Streams of lava, and we've got a 1 for that. So we have a new threat, which is streams of lava, which was a 4 from the book. Excellent. So let's move on. So we've just finished. So we're now on our 5th stage of the, so just to recap, we are exploring Deepfall Breach. We're pursuing the World Breaker weapon to rebuild it, which means we need to get World Breaker shards. We've completed one mission where we saved Gorham at the end of it. We're halfway through the 2nd mission called the Cultist Warren, where we are seeking one of the cultists who wears a World Breaker shard as a medallion. We have completed the first 4 stages of this 7-stage mission. How the solo campaign in the box for Dragonbane works is you're presented with a series of waypoints. Some of the waypoints may be unknown, we don't know what's there, in which case we'll roll the normal verbs that you do with a solo role-playing game. But others have a statement that the priest who runs the church at the top of Deepfall Breach has given us a vague statement of a vision. His name is Stone Gaze, and he gives us a vague vision, and then us as solo role players interpret that vision as what we will encounter. So we might roll more verbs or decide what we encounter based on what we are told. That was quite good. I didn't err nearly at all in that whole bit. I didn't have to cut it out because I didn't err, because I'm not cutting them out anymore, just to remind you. I think I said that heavily last week during last week's sessions, but I'm not going to do that anymore. So we are on stage 5 now. Stage 5 is called Shadowed Courtyard. I will be, of course, as you just saw, cut out the silences where I do writing and I update my notes. So this is what Stone Gaze told Quackbane and Gorham. So, Quackbane, what did Stone Gaze say? I'm sorry, what do you mean? That was Eartha. Stone Gaze? Well, love, he's the priest. Do you remember the priest up the top? No, I never spoke to him. I just came down myself. Yeah, of course you did, darling. Right, anyway, what he did was he told me a whole bunch of stuff about this mission. All right? And I wrote it down in a little book, didn't I? And here it is. So, I'm going to get out my notebook. Let me tell you what he said. All right. Quackbane, if you didn't realise, is a mallard. What he said was this. Ooh, flashback to Stone Gaze. Beyond a ruined gate lies a courtyard fronting an ancient stronghold. Scores of cultists dwell within that fortress, but ye no need to take a direct route. But Yiv? Y-E-V-E. But you have no need to take a direct route. Instead, descend the well into the tunnels below. Alright, now this is why I interpret this. Right, that somewhere up front we've got an old stronghold. What it's doing down here, I do not know. Perhaps it's got something to do with the orcs. We like building strongholds. Maybe so, Gorham lad. But we do not know. And we've got to go in, and in the courtyard, I assume, that's where wells are kept, there's a well, and we've got to climb down the well. But what if there's no rope? Good point there, Eartha. Good point. Let's have a think. All right, so Beyond a ruined gate lies a courtyard fronting an ancient stronghold. Scores of cultists dwell within that fortress, but you've no need to take a direct route. Instead, descend the well into the tunnels below. Alright, that doesn't seem to be overly complicated. We're going to come across a courtyard, but we're going to have got a gate, so we need to get through the gate. So maybe we can try and pick the lock of the gate, climb over the gate, but let's see. So, first off, I reckon we will do some verby verbs, I think. We've got subtitles, so let's do, so we know what the area is, it's a courtyard. Okay, here we go. There's a fortune chart here. Small, moderate, large, immense. Let's see what we can see. So we are going to go on a low, because we'll take the lowest of these two dice, because basically we don't want a 6. This is how many people are milling around in the courtyard. A 4, and a 4 is large. So there's quite a lot of them. So we might have to think so. When we get there, there's a lot in courtyard. Maybe they're having a parade or speeches. So how about speeches? Speeches is quite funny. They're all standing around the parade ground. All right, okay, okay. What's it called? They're all being called so as a general or the leader can talk to them. Oh, it's like, what do we call it at work? Town hall. Do you have town halls in your offices? Or what's it called? All hands. Oh my, these words. All hands or a town hall. These are the things. I don't know if any of you work in offices, but these are the things that managers like to call so as they can stand there and tell everybody what everybody already knows and about how fantastic everything is going. That's what the head of the cult in this area is doing. The head of the cult in this area has called an all hands to get everyone together to basically say who the cultist of the month is. That's the title of this one, Cultist of the Month. Who the cultist of the month is, and they're going to win a little prize. And they're going to say how the projects are going. So it's a project updates. So, you know, like, now just to tell you, we have sacrificed 17 people this month. Oh, very good, very good. And we have raised 2 minor demons. Oh, very good indeed. Something like that. That's what's going to be going on when they get there. When they get to the courtyard, that's basically what's going to be happening. That's what's going to be happening indeed. I'm quite proud of that. So that's what's happening. Courtyard. This bit is a well somewhere in the courtyard, and then they've got the gate. But you know we're ahead of ourselves because I'm enjoying myself. So they've come along. They had to cross over the bridge. Then they scaled up the rocks on the side. They had a sit and a rest for 10 minutes so as Gorham could do some healing and Quackbane could do some healing. I tell you, if we can find a healing parchment or something, I might change. If we come across something, how much is a healing potion? Healing potion is 50 gold. If we need to get instantly heals 2d6 hit points, stronger potions heal more hit points but are more expensive. 50 gold for a healing potion for rare. If we get a treasure that's close to 50 gold, I'm swapping it out for a healing potion because I think we need as much healing stuff as we can. If we can get 50 gold, though Quackbane is as poor as it comes, that would work. Anyway, enough of my yatta. We have an all hands, a cultist all hands to try and get through. So we've climbed up, gone through the tunnel, had a rest. We've worked out the way forwards is going to be scouting ahead. So Eartha is going to scout ahead for a bit. Maybe that's down the bottom. If this fires off, maybe it won't be this place. So Eartha, where's Eartha? Where are you, you slinky little thing, you? Here you are. Eartha has an awareness of 12 and a sneak of 14. So let's give, maybe Quackbane will attempt to lead. Quackbane's go, all right then, now as I am the leader of this crew. Are you the leader? Yes, Gorham, I am the leader. I have leadership potential. That's what my mum always said. She said, Quackbane. And I went, yes mum. And she went, get out the house. And I went, what am I going to do? She goes, I don't care. Go lead some other idiots. And here I am. Wah. So he is going to attempt to, what do we have? So, we might have a bushcraft. So bushcraft would be the equivalent. He can't use his, and I get to, sorry, don't rush me. And I get to, I get to do one condition. So he's got rid of, so he's still exhausted, sickly, dazed and scared. So I might get rid of dazed, which is the agility based one. So he has no Bane for agility, intelligence or charisma based skills, but he's still receiving a Bane for strength, con and will because he is exhausted, sickly and scared. Anyway, as I was saying before, I got rudely interrupted by the voiceover. I'm going to scout ahead and work out where we go. I really think it's better for me to... No, darling. Leadership. Leadership. So he will go... Don't call me darling. All right. He will say... Because he is, he's going to try and be... he's going to try and be woke. He's going to use bushcraft, which is a 10, so he's got a 50-50 that he's not going to lose their way. If he loses their way, we'll go up by 1 and we'll roll a random encounter. Hey! He loses his way. All right then, come on, this way. There we go, round here. And let's go over here and, hold on, we're back where we started. Let's keep going this way. So let's roll. Let's give him a chance at an encounter. Let's give him a chance at an encounter. It's normally a 1, so we'll go a 1 or a 2 because he lost his weight. They get an encounter. No. Okay, so they just wander around and they lose their way a bit, and we'll increase that. But in the process of losing their way, they will come across several tunnels. Let's give Eartha a roll. Let's give Eartha an awareness roll because she doesn't have bushcraft. But we'll give her an awareness roll to see if she goes, maybe we should go this way. Her awareness is 12. A natural 1. Eartha, as Quackbane is going, no, it's definitely this way. She realises they've gone the right way and will wander off. Grab him by the collar and drag him off the way they're meant to go. All right. And drag him off in the way they're meant to be going. And Eartha will show that she really does know and she should be leading the way. So, Eartha's going to scout up front. 11 is under her. I think her sneak was... Or it's definitely under 11. 11 is fine. Sneak is 14. So Eartha will leave them and sneak up the front and then come back and describe what we described. There's a big wooden gate with a stone wall. It's an old... it really is an old fortress, but it's half fallen apart. She's going to say, I don't know what they're doing, but everybody is standing around in the courtyard. There's a very pretentious, full of himself looking cultist standing on a pedestal talking something about reaching targets and lighthouse principles, and everybody really needs to pull together in the same direction. Makes no sense to me. Makes no sense to me, darling. To be honest, I doubt it makes any sense to them either. And so they will then all sort of sneak forwards a bit. Who's got the lowest snake? Gorham has the lowest snake. Well, no one's on guard, are they? No one's on guard because they've all been forced to turn up to a mandatory all hands. So no one's guarding, but the courtyard is full and they're all standing around the well. Some people are sitting on the edge of the well. They're all standing around the well. All right, what are we going to do? Now, I don't know. I know. I think I can guess what you're going to say, Gorham, but go ahead. Charge. No, Gorham, we're not going to do that. What I reckon, what can we do? We could try and sneak in. Yes, but how? We could try and get some of those robes. They're hooded robes, and we could just try and sneak in. Aren't they going to notice us climbing down a well? Possibly, but maybe we could create a confusion. If one of us, say, set fire on the far side, away from the well, we could then possibly climb down. Do we have any oil? Well, I do actually have an oil lamp and some oil, and I bought some extra oil. Yes, because I thought this might happen. I'm sure you did, Quackbane. But possibly we can climb in over the wall and then we can seek something we can set fire to. It does say it's old and ancient. Maybe there's some fallen down Ooh, wonder if we can set it. So we'll lean to a no. We'll lean to a no because this is, you know, drawing on strange confusions. So we'll lean to a no and we'll use the oracle, and we're asking the oracle, do we have explosive things? Is there like gunpowder in this world? Is there sort of, I don't know if there's muskets. I don't think there are muskets. There's oil and oil lamps. We could set fire to some oil, but is there anything we can blow up? I don't think there is explosives. It's not hard, it's a shame. That would be great if there was, because we could blow stuff up. Enough oil would oil's not going to go up, it's just going to burn. I don't know it's going to blow. I mean, there are things that we could do, but we're not going to know it. So instead we'll just set a fire. So what we're seeing is there either a large amount of oil on the far side, or, which is really pushing our luck, or is there, oh, it's a shame there isn't a luck stack, because then we could actually do it and it would feel better. But instead I'm just going to ask the oracle, because what I would do if it was a DM, I would say, is there any stuff that we could set fire to? Like away from the well? And the DM would go, and here's the DM going, leaning to no. So leaning to no cancels that, making that a nothing, which means that this is a no. No, sorry mate, there's nothing over there you can set fire to. Nah. Alright, what else could we do then? We could take stuff over there and set fire to it, but we might get noticed. No, but they do seem to be really engrossed. They've been talking for ages. I wonder how long these things last. A long, long time. All right, so maybe we can. So what have we got? I don't think Quackbane's sneak, but it's not really sneaking if he's out in the open. It's either bluffing or putting on a performance. It's probably closer to bluffing. He's probably putting on a bluff. But all right, I wonder if he could collectively bluff. Maybe he'll leave Gorham on the side, then he and Eartha, who've got a better chance of getting stuff, and they're gonna, or just on his own. All right. So what we're gonna do is first off we're gonna try getting either through the gate, unlocking it, or over the gate. So there's a big gate. There's not going to be a keyhole to pick, is there? It's going to be like the old wooden thing on the inside. So it's only getting over. So we're going to try and get over or through. How about this? We'll lean to a yes because it's falling apart. Is there possibly a gap in the wall that we can sneak through? Leaning towards a yes. Complicated, yes, there is. But because it's not an extreme yes, it's a small gap. We're going to have to roll agility to get through. So let's start making notes. Gap in wall that we can sneak through. Now, we will have to say that if we're going to give a clock, let's give a clock of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So every time we fail at doing something, the clock ticks, and that's going towards the end of the all hands, and they're going to start milling around and they'll notice, because at least at the moment they're talking, people are getting awards. They might have an after. Do you have an afternoon tea? Here they have afternoon teas. Basically to try and get you to turn up in person, they'll give you a bit of cake. So maybe they've got, I don't know, what do cultists eat? Anyone know? Does anyone know what a cultist would eat? What does a cultist eat? What do cultists have for afternoon tea? But we've got to sneak through the wall. So 6 things, and then they'll notice this. So we've got to sneak through the wall. We have to set a fire and then get down the well. All right. I think in the setting the fire, we've got bluff, and then Quackbane can do a performance of, oh no, there's a fire! Something like that. And that way we can try and get down the well without trying to start a massive fight. And maybe we'll give Eartha a chance to find some rope to help us get down the well. Otherwise, we're going to have to hit luck to get down the well. So, first off, is there a gap in the wall that we can sneak through? I can't remember if we rolled it, but I'm going to lean towards a yes. Oh no, I did, didn't I? But I said we need an agility roll. But that's it the same anyway. All right, so we can see. So as we're coming from top, we've been climbing up walls, we've been scouting, we've been listening to who's won the best clean robes after afternoons of very messy sacrificing on the altar of the month. who's kept their sacrificial blade the cleanest. And we're going to lean over and we're going to see, and then we're going to notice there's a crack in the wall, and we're going to get across.
All right then. There, everyone, be quiet.
All right.
Right, next, let's get through this wall.
So, Eartha's going to attempt to go first because she's the loudest and sneakiest. We're not going to use Musician to give everyone a boon at this point because we might need that later on, and Quackbane can then start singing to do that. So, first off, Eartha, who has, I think her agility is 14, acrobatics are 14. She's going to try getting through the wall, and that 20, okay. Eartha gets stuck, which will consume one of our clocks straight away. Not just because it's a foul. In fact, we might even consume two clock ticks because of that. Eartha is stuck and can't go through.
Eartha.
Yes, Quackbane, I can't move through. I think this is too narrow for me. Possibly I've been eating too much. I'm curious. This is such an old joke. So sorry. I'm curious. With my armour, does my bum look big in this?
Oh, Eartha, love. I'm a wise mallard, and I know not to answer that question. But I will say, possibly take your bow off and hand it to me, and I'll hand it through the gap to you.
Oh, that's a really good idea. So she takes the bow off. We'll do two, and then we'll let her through. And she goes through, and Quackbane
Reaches through and passes the old bow to the cat.
And then Quackbane will go next, and Quackbane will attempt to go through. Quackbane has an acrobatics of 6, and I think that's the best he can do. I doubt Quackbane's going to be able to do this because Quackbane is not best at doing so. He did obviously roll 1 because I've got the tick next to acrobatics. Come on, Quackbane. An 8. Ooh, so close, but we'll tick one of these things off. That 6 has been consumed very quickly. Quackbane can't get his flippers through, and then Gorum picks up his legs from one part.
Get off me!
Eartha grabs his head from the other part.
What are you doing?
And they pass him through the gap. And then Gorum, massive Gorum, who is not live to, knows nothing about calorific control, has been downing the owls since birth, like there's no tomorrow. He doesn't have a doctor telling him not to do that. He is going to roll a 4, which is under his evade of 8, and he just goes,
I sucking gut.
I squeeze through. And he gets through quite fine. So they're now in the courtyard, sitting down in a corner by the courtyard, and next they need to try and work out how they're going to get some robes. So maybe we'll give them a chance. First off, are there an obvious pile of robes laying in the corner? Leaning heavily to a no, Mr. Oracle. Very much no. So there's not some incredibly lucky pile of robes sitting in the corner.
Alright, so how are we getting the robes then, Eartha, with all the ideas?
Well, I thought possibly we could just grab one of the cultists and take their robes, and then whilst you sneak over doing your most fantastic performances to plant the fire, Gorum and I can try and get other robes.
Alright then. Is there someone we can accost?
We'll just say a plain roll for this, so we're not going to lean either way. Oh, yes, there is. There's a cultist who is drifting around in the background. Maybe he's already over at the table where the tea is laid out, and he's like slowly sneaking like a sandwich, or maybe they make finger sandwiches when it's cut into thin fingers. I mean, cultists would eat finger sandwiches, wouldn't they? They're not going to eat sort of big triangles or big rolls. They're going to have little delicate finger sandwiches. Cut into, jam, maybe with jam inside. Looks like blood. So let's give Eartha, how does sneak? I think sneaking, we've got a sneak of a 6. Eartha's got a good sneak, doesn't she? She does. Eartha has a sneak of 14. Eartha is going to attempt to sneak over and take this person out. Maybe spill some blood in his robes. he's not getting best clean robes of the month award, and then bring them back and get Quackbane to wear the robes. An 11, that's a sneak, so she sneaks up behind him. Let's give her an attack. What has she got as an attack? So we'll give her her stabby spear attack, which is a 14. A 4, which is a hit, so she gets him. Now we've got a D8 plus 4 for the stabby thing. So a D8 plus 4, let's say if she can do at least 5 points of damage, she's taken him down. 9 points. 9 points is fine. So she's grabbed him, pulled him down, and then she drags him under the table, very much in a Hitman style type, as in the game, hiding the body in the most obvious place. Drags him underneath, strips him naked. Interesting. Superman underwear. And then takes the robes across to Quackbane.
Eartha,
Yes, Quackbane.
do I look 5'10"?
No, Quackbane, you look almost 4 foot.
These robes are hanging a bit heavy on me.
So Quackbane is now going to attempt to take his... So what have we got? So I got oil lamp and oil. So he's going to attempt to take his oil. We'll say, does Eartha have oil? This is just a plain roll. It's complicated. She does have oil, but it might be off. Is the oil still okay? No, it's not. So she doesn't have oil. So Quackbane is going to have, will do whatever the skill is for him to set the fire. Bushcraft, he'll have a Bane. So setting the fire, he has a Bane on setting the fire. In which case, as he is going to attempt, so Quackbane has got his stuff.
Right, you two get robes. I am going over to the far side, and I'm going to set a bit of a fire. Hopefully,
And we would like to present the most novel use of a sacrificial dagger in a sacrifice award to our best cultist of the month.
he's still giving out awards. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe this is for sort of morale or something. But I'm going to go and set a fire, and then you two get ready to head to that well, and we'll head down. If you can get yourself robes, nice. Or rope, double nice. Double bonus, Brucey bonus. Otherwise, leg it.
So Duckbane has to now try and sneak across to and then he'll do the performance. He's going to sneak across to try and, well, he's not even going to sneak, he's going to walk. He's basically going to stick the hood up. He's a little short cultist, hood up, baby cultist, hood up, and his special range of baby cultist clothes. Cost a fortune, twice as much as adult clothes. He's going to put his hood up and he's going to attempt to walk around the back, sort of looking nonchalant and bluffing his way over. And whilst he does it, he's going to sing himself a song. And I think we will use musician for this one, and we'll carry it over because it's still his next turn. We'll give him a boon for the bluff, and we'll cancel out the bane for the fire and just give a straight roll for a bushcraft roll for him to try and set the fire. And so he's going to say under his breath,
All right, Quackbane, pull yourself together. You're a great actor. You should have been on the stage. Don't let them see your shivering knees. The fact that you're going up, 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 up. We're gonna get them to totally believe us that their base is on fire. I've run out of words now, so I best make a roll and let's see if we can set the fire.
right, so he gets a boon and he's attempting to bluff his way through. So he's going to walk through. Come on, Quackbane. 15 to 16. He fails. So he's going to agility. No, agility. Yeah. So he's going to push it. He's going to sort of trip. The hood comes off, and he's going to try and get his bluff back together and roll again. A 7, nice. So 7 is under his, in fact both of them are under his bluff of 13. So he trips, gets a bit dazed and a bit panicky, re-rolls it and starts going, all right, it's a bit, goes on a bit, doesn't he? Hey, hey. And they're all going, yeah, he really does, doesn't he? I know. Do you ever win a award? No. Do you? Not yet, but I'm hoping to later. And then he gets round to a far side where there's a pile of rocks and there's old beams, and he's going to spend like about a couple of minutes just dragging some things around, getting some old books, and he's just going to stack up stuff and attempt not to be noticed. So let's make him make another bluff roll. We'll give him one more bonus, one more the boon on this. Oh, that fails again. All right, so someone's gonna come up to him. He can't afford to do that. Someone's gonna go, hello, what are you doing? Oh, what am I doing? Yeah. What are you doing? I've been over there and I'm trying to pay attention to him, and you keep dragging lumps of wood across. What are you doing? I'm stacking up wood. Yeah, why are you stacking up wood? Because they told me to. You know, I've just, you know, what's his name? New one, in charge. Tony? Yeah, Tony. He told me to stack up wood over here. Wah. Did you just quack? No. Wah. Let's make him so he's got a plain bluff. So we've used up the Bane for setting a fire. Plain bluff, try and bluff this dude. 13, otherwise he's going to have to try and fight him quietly. 18, he failed. I don't think you're supposed to be here. Oh, bugger. Quackbane is going to try. If Quackbane can defeat him in one round of combat, then it's been a quick stabby stab and everything's fine. Otherwise, Quackbane there's going to be an alarm. He's going to have to quickly set a fire, and then we're going to have a quick run to the well, and basically it's gone badly. Although I got that. Oh, no, we'll do that. So I'm going to cross off one cross, which means there's 2 left. So if Quackbane fails any of these attacks and doesn't get him down, we'll be crossing off those, and then at the end, the alarm goes off. So we will have the Cultist. 7. The Cultist can be this orange colour. Oh, Quackbane. A 2. Nice. At least he's got 1 turn first before the Cultist. And a 1! Right. So we have Quackbane, Cultist. No singing songs, no doing anything. Quackbane pulls out his dagger, and Quackbane is going to go for the dude. Now, if I remember rightly, Cultists have a hit points of 12. Okay, he has hit points of 12 and an evade of 14. He is a bit taken by surprise as Quackbane pulls out the dagger and just goes for him as quickly as possible, because Quackbane has been in this position before and he knows it's first come, first served. So what have we got? We've got a knives of 13. So Quackbane goes first. Quackbane has pulled his knife and he's just gone straight into the dude's guts. Nat 20. That's not great, is it? All right, so we do a cross on that. The dude gets to, what's he get? If he does a nat 20, I think the dude gets to counter and give, or maybe Quackbane might drop his dagger. All right, let's see. Quackbane, demon effect, D6, 3. You draw unwanted attention. Okay, so a couple of people are looking over, wondering what this scuffle is, but they're not too sure because this happens in the cultist bit. But if we've got one more miss, so that's that. So people have looked over. People are starting to notice attention. Something's going on over there. So Quackbane then goes again. We've got a 2. Come on, 13 is bang on. Knives of 13 is bang on, which is a dagger is a D8 plus 4. D8 plus 4. The chance of this taking this cultist out is next to none. Just to say, which means we go to round 2, but we've only got one thing, and then they're going to know, and then it's just a chase. 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. Okay. Right, that's 11 hit points in one roll. Because it makes it a lot easier. Oh, he's gone down to 1 hit point. He might just start shouting if we do that. If I was DMing this with Quackbane and he just rolled 11 points of damage, I would let that kill the... All right, let's roll Oracle roll. So we're going to roll Oracle roll. We're going to take it as it comes. You know, all the cultists have 12 hit points, apart from, does this one have 11? Does this one have 11 hit points? It's... Oh, that's a no. No, sadly. No, he has 12 hit points, so he's got 1 hit point remaining. So the cultist has 1 hit point remaining. We will flip over to here. This cultist turn. The cultist, is he going to shout or is he going to try and attack back? Let's roll on the code. Is the cultist going to shout? It's complicated. He will shout and he will attack. So he's going to start calling out and he's going to start, he's going to attack Quackbane and he's going to start calling out. So I think the cultist has a knife. So he will draw his knife and he has a knife of 14. He'll draw his knife and he'll attempt to attack Quackbane with his knives. Knives of 14. Miss. 7 hits. Quackbane can't evade because he's used up all his bits. So it's a D8 plus a D4. Doing 9 points of damage with Quackbane's armour. That drops that down to a 7. Stabbing Quackbane and then he's going to shout. So we will say, are they all, because he's talking over, he starts shouting, we'll give them a listen of 12. 15, okay. So there's noise coming over in the corner. We're going to consume, no, we'll leave that at that because he's had the fail. There's noise coming over from the corner. They're sort of, there's only one tick left and then all hell kicks off. Come on, Quackbane. Stop being such a... whatever you are. Okay, so, cultist. 10. Alright, whatever Quackbane gets, he beats a 10, doesn't he? 2. 2 and a 1. I did shuffle these. I reckon it's going to be Quackbane. He's going to do a stabs. He's only on 1 hit point. He's got to hit him, kill him, and then he'll set the fire and start shouting. And if he can do that, then we're all right. If he misses on any of those rolls, then quite a few people are going to come over and see what's going on. But if Quackbane can stab him, drop the oil, light it, that's fine. And then the fire's going off and they can rush towards the well. And that's Quackbane shouting, fire, fire, and doing a performance roll and hopefully tricking people. So first off, Quackbane, who's been stabbed, staggers back, goes, You bloody well stabbed me, fella. Rolling a 12, which is a hit. Thank the... I've been watching too much Battlestar. I was going to say thank the gods. And then we got... Definitely it's a kill, isn't it? 7, yeah, that is. So that's an 11 points. That is another... Yeah, that's another 11 points. Basically, Quackbane does for this dude. The dude is down. Now Quackbane is going to attempt to set this fire off. He's got a Bane on doing this, which means, he could, no, because musician is his turn. So instead he's just going to try. He's going to try and set the fire, and if he fails, he'll roll again. So he's going to try setting the fire. Bane, which is bushcraft of 10, come on. Bailing, and then he'll push it, which is his angry, which means he's also got, no, he's going to push it, which is charisma roll. No, he needs performance. Performance is charisma. Intelligence is a 12. He's already on a Bane, so he'll do that, yeah. Yes! So a Bane is a 4, so the 2 is chucked away, and he gets a 4, so he is struggling. He feels like he's been standing there trying to set this oil on fire for ages. He's, what is it? No, he's really, because of the reroll, but he's really angry now. He's really angry. And so the spark goes up and the flame goes up and he's like, oh, thank God for that. Oh no, that was a foul. So that's the last one. So at this point, everyone's noticing and looking across and people saying, what are you doing? And that's where Quackbane is going to start screaming. Now he's got charisma, he's not got a problem with, so he's got performance of 12, so he is going to, he could try and do another musician, but he doesn't really have the time to, so he is just going to attempt to do a plain performance roll with a 12, and try, please, Quackbane. Hopefully this is the right D20 and we get a 1. Performance roll, an 11. 11 will do. It's not a 1, which would be better. And he's going to go, oh my God, it's a fire! Whack, whack, fire! Whack, whack, ring the bell! And he's going to start edging round as he's screaming, fire! And everyone starts looking and coming over. They're going, oh no, it's a fire! It's a fire! Oh, quick, go get the cultist buckets full of the cultist water. And they're starting running around and there's all sorts of chaos as Quackbane is going to head round. Quackbane is going to try and do a bluff roll so people don't really notice what he's doing. 13 exactly, that'll do me. He will then bluff his way in the crowds to get round and he gets to the well. And as he gets to the well, 2 cultists bump into him. All right, fella, watch where you're going. It's us. Oh, great. Did you get a rope? Did they get a rope? No, it's a bit complicated. We didn't get quite a rope, no, but we did manage to get some sheets. And are the sheets any good to help them? Yes. No. No, they're not. So it's not really going to help them. So they look at the well and they can see down the well. And is there a rope with the bucket down the well? Oh, it's really not really going their way, is it? There is, but it's stuck at the top and they are not going to have a chance to let it go down. So what they are going to have to do is try and climb down the well. Gorham, or we could just jump down the well into the water. No, they're going to try and climb down the well. Gorham will go first, trying to climb down the well. A 10 sounds all right. Then Eartha's probably got a 14 getting down the well. 14 exactly, that sounds all right. And then we've got Quackbane getting down the well, which is an agility roll, which has got a Bane on. I reckon Quackbane's going to fall. Yeah, Quackbane, he rolls a 19. Quackbane slips, falls, and collapses, and then hits both Eartha, who went second, Gorham, who went first. Now, Eartha makes a strength check, failing. Gorham is going to have to make half a strength check. 8. Ooh, I think we said he had a 12, which is too high. So everyone slips, everyone falls. Let's lean towards yes, there is water at the bottom of the... Well, of course there's water at the bottom of the well. Otherwise, why is there a bucket? Is there water at the bottom of the well? We've got a single yes, doubling to extreme yes. So there's deep water at the bottom of the well. They hit the water. It's not that far down. They will all take D6 damage, and they'll be able to make an acrobatics roll to negate that. Gorham, no. Eartha, yes. Duckbane, Quackbane, not Duckbane, Quackbane, no, definitely no. So Gorham takes 3 points, Quackbane takes 2 points, Eartha takes nothing. Gorham is on 2 hit points again. Gorham's battered. They're going to have to do another set of healing. We will say that due to all those shenanigans, we're going to push that to a 3. So they're at the bottom of the bottom of the well. It's dark. They're floating around in this dark water. Cats don't have night vision. They just have the 9 lives thing, if I remember rightly. Quackbane doesn't have night vision. Do orcs have night vision? They like darkness. Orcs like darkness, so I will assume orcs must have some form of low light vision. So we will let them all make awareness rolls. So, but with a Bane. So Quackbane, who has an 11, no. Eartha, who has not a 19, and then Gorham, who's just a plain roll. 14 is a no. So they're floating around in the water and they can't really find anything. So then Quackbane says, all right, well, let me have a feel around. So he's got a 10 for bushcraft. He's going to try and feel around, which is a Bane. No. Eartha is going to try again. We'll give her a 10. No. Gorham is going to then have another go and say, oh, what are we doing?
We are looking for a way out. Oh, I'm sitting on an edge of a doorway. Yes, fella, that would be the way out.
And they're going to reach up. Now, is the door at the bottom of the well. Everyone knows there's doors at the bottom of wells. That's why you don't fall down the well, because you don't know what's behind the door. Is it locked? Yeah, we'll go, is it locked? Not is it unlocked. Is it locked? Because that's interesting. No, it's not locked. Way! So they try the door at the bottom of the well, open it up, and light floods in and blinds them, and it's not that bright really. There's some torches that are still burning on the edges of the well, and at that point we are going to say they climb up out of the well into the door closes, and we call that the end of session 10. So we're on number 6 and our threat stands at 3. And that's where we're going to leave. They didn't get any treasure or anything from that bit because it all went a bit chaotic really, and in fact they were lucky that I let them with the kindest of my DM/player heart get away with that, because there was quite a lot of rolls there that really I should have just had Quackbane be done for. But thank you very much. Thank you very much for staying with me till the end of this fairly long session. If you enjoy what you said, you know, thumbs, subscribe, please subscribe. If you got this far, you might as well subscribe. And if you're already a subscriber, you are an amazing person, and you should tell everybody you know how amazing you are every time you have a conversation with them. Start the conversation with, I'm amazing. Did you know that? And thus you will have a fantastic life. And tell me all about it next week, because I'm off now. Have a good week. Bye-bye.